Hello, this is Sabrina, Tarot at Pure Luna Tarot 808 with a collective reading for the energies we're feeling right now on regards to the full moon in Capricorn. I've seen in the collective, and it's not like I'm the only one, that this full moon is making us feel very emotional, nostalgic, maybe a bit weepy. We could be like transitioning from having energies of like being inspired and then feeling down. These are the cards. These are actually my cards. I made these. They're still in prototype, so they're not available for sale. This is the only copy I have. And it's like a poker deck, 54 cards, which correspond to the tarot cards. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at here with the Nine of Wands. We're looking at, and along with the Six of Cups, exactly that energy of feeling the wounded warrior, about, this is also the card of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, that like childhood memories or past memories of things that have broken us in a way, or things that we haven't healed from our past. It could be like family issues, but I also feel especially that we have like a remembrance with because we're entering the Cancer season, and Cancer is also about our seniors. I'm feeling a lot of elderly energy, so we could have like memories of our grandparents and their lessons and the things we learn from them, and they're nice memories. But also I'm feeling like we're also bringing our unhealed wounds, and that they get mixed up. Also, we're having the energy of Pisces coming up a lot, and Pisces and Saturn and Neptune. And Pisces can be very emotional, can be in their feels. So this reading is to check out what is the recommendation. Sorry for the camera and everything. I'm not home. I'm somewhere else. But I wanted to bring this message to everybody with the Queen of Diamonds, the Queen of Pentacles, and in the Ace of Wands. What I'm feeling is that the remedy for this energy is to be inspired on the things we want to create, on the things that we want to build, on the good fortune. And by good fortune I mean things that are soulful also, and spiritual, and that feel good to ourselves in a wholesome kind of way. And how can we become our grandparents, in the sense that of having that like, yes, that material security, but as well that sense of we have the material security because we wanted to give it to our family. We want to give, we want to make them safe, we want to make them abundant, we want to share our resources. We don't want any of our family members to be in lack of anything. And that, I feel, is also that kind of elderly energy of from Capricorn, of building a life, and what do we leave behind, and making sure that our efforts are to bring abundance and joy and security and love, in a way, material love. Because I'm not saying that love is given in a material way, but that sense of having nourishment, of having a shelter, of having a roof over your table, having a roof over your head and food on the table, and that kind of sense and warmth of also the Cancer season. Because Cancer likes, of course, having all their assets covered, but because they like the comfort of feeling secured, and they like to give that security to others as well. So is that like the way out of this heavy energy is through focusing our energy on how can we put all that energy that we have, all that pent up energy, in building a future that is better for us, that is better for those that we love, that is going to be on the long term. And this is long term energy. Is not like something that, like, I don't know, like winning the lottery, something that you put the effort day by day, and you start building a kingdom through that way, through your small business, or through the business that you inherited from your parents, or whatever you inherited from them. And it doesn't have to be financial, physical things. It can, the most treasurable thing that our elderly in our families can leave us is actually their wisdom that they cultivated through their lifetimes, through their lifetime. So it's about getting, I saw an astrologer, she used the perfect word for this word of ambitious and inspired. Yeah, that's the word that I was looking here. Ambitious and inspired, so that we focus that energy instead of, okay, it's good that we revisit our past and our unhealed wounds, but it's not okay with the Pisces energy to stay there. I mean, don't stay in drowning yourself in your emotions and the things that you cannot change. It's okay. It's okay to be nostalgic and to embrace our past and to make sense out of it. But then we have to put that energy on something that is going to be positive and it's going to be constructive in our life, and that is going to bring us ambition and inspiration. So that's like the cure right now for the energies that we're feeling right now, to be ambitious and inspired, and that we give our energy to that here with the Four of Wands, that we get our energy with the to the things that we want to build, to the celebrations that we want to build, to the new things that we want to bring in our life, with the Six of Pentacles, to the things that we're investing. I'm sorry, there's a typo there. It shouldn't have a T. Waiting doesn't have a T. That's why it's a prototype. And if you see any other error, let me know, of course. And that's one that I saw from a typo from my cards. It should be fixed whenever the universe and I decide. That's also, maybe this is also a message for me. I should get busy with my prototype of this tarot deck poker cards that I want to put out and sell to the public. But with that hiatus there, it's also what are we investing our life and our life force in? And I think we're all collectively doing that exercise, that mental exercise, and of what we want to build, what kind of legacy we want to leave behind, that comfort that we want to leave behind. I think there's a lot of us that are understanding that we are going to become the elderly or the adults or the leaders in our families, and it is our turn, or regardless of, yeah, probably not the youngest generations, like people in their 20s or their 30s, maybe not so much, unless you're having something specific going on in your life, or you're having some Capricorn aspect or Pisces aspect going on. The last cards that I got here are the Five of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold, that feeling of lack of resources, and the Nine of Swords, which is that energy of being anxious and being like overly worried about what can happen, fear of the future, of course, anxiety, as it says here, the Mars and Gemini energy of how we're going to get this sorted out. So instead of focusing on things that we don't have, and that energy that we're feeling of trying to solve everything that's going on, all the things that are not working out, the universe or the tarot cards, the universe and the tarot cards are pointing out that what we should be investing our energy is on how can we build something better for ourselves. And of course, this seems like very reasonable advice. I mean, it's kind of like it feels almost generalized, but in this sense, that's the energy that the planets and the tarot cards, because tarot cards are in total correlation to the planets. As you can see, I have on this deck all the correlations of the planets and the houses, the zodiac signs in which they're at, as well as the week that they represent. If you didn't know, each of the 52 cards of a poker deck, as well as the minor arcana of a tarot deck, which are, both of them correspond to the same thing. They correspond to 1 week, each of the weeks of the year, which are 52. So it's about here with the King of Pentacles, about putting our heart into our future, putting our heart into our endeavors, putting our heart into our small businesses, putting our heart and our efforts, like Capricorn, of course, of little by little building on the things, on the legacy we want to leave on, thinking on how our elders or the people that are from your grandparents, or I don't know, even movie stars that you admire. I just posted a short on regards to Donald Sutherland. I had no idea he was witchy, that he was in tune with the energies of from beyond. But I kind of knew when I heard the news. I felt bad that he left this world because he seemed like a good guy to me, and he was. And interestingly enough, he believed in the afterlife, and he said he actually had a ghost in his home. That was pretty cool. So, and I was thinking of the wise words. Now there's been a lot of like videos showing who he was and what he thought about life, and all of the wise things that he learned through his 88 years of being on this planet. And I felt very strongly that energy of how we are to become those elderly, what kind of legacy we're going to leave behind to those that are that came after us, or that will come after us, depending on what age we are. And here with the Fool card, which I named the Fool and the Witch, as above so below, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords are things that are hidden, hidden plots, things that are also too cool for school, is kind of the energy of Moon in Aquarius. But this is to let us know that there's no way we can control the future. We are never going to be established. We're always going to be in lack mentality if we keep thinking of all the things that could go wrong, of all the hidden things we don't know. We have to take life as it comes. We have to take life in a positive way, like the Fool, and have like that positive energy on regards to the things we don't know. We cannot know everything. We cannot control everything. That's a big lesson for people that read tarot cards as well, and those that are study astrology. You guys know how it is. And of course, there's a limit to how much we know. Me as well as a tarot reader, there's things about my future I cannot see. There's things about the future of others that I cannot see because I'm not supposed to see it. I am supposed to go through them, and other people are supposed to go through them without knowing. Yet there's some stuff we can know about our lives, that the cards can let us know where things are going, and they can give us like a different perspective. And sometimes, well, many times more than one would think, they do give us clues about the things that are going to happen and how we can better navigate our future. Of course, if you like a personal reading, my info is on the bio on Instagram. Last is on regards to how this is playing out specifically in your life. Again, we have energies of moving towards from the things we cannot control with the Six of Swords, and moving to calmer waters, and directing our energy to calmer waters, and filling our minds with messages of, or positive thoughts, positive things, positive information, things that are inspirational, that are going to move us forward to that energy of becoming the King of Diamonds, not only in regards to being a becoming the tycoon, of course, but in regards to the King of Pentacles, which is, of course, that strong energy of Capricorn, and our resources on what we're building, and on understanding that our kingdom, or whatever you want to build in this life, is going to take time. The King of Diamonds knows that. The King of Pentacles, whatever is going to have a long-lasting shelf life, whatever is going to have like is going to stay, is going to take a long time to be built, just like the pyramids, just like the things that were built in the past that are still standing. It took a long time for them to be built, and they're still there. And they took a lot of thought, but they took a lot of effort. And of course, it took the energy of the King of Diamonds, which is very important, is that he doesn't sleep on the laurels. He doesn't just stay on that Pisces energy, or that's even Sagittarius, me being a Sagittarius, energy of wishful thinking of all the things I want to build, but then you don't ground you don't ground anything. And if you don't ground anything and you're going to start working little by little on tangible things to create your future, it's never going to happen, of course. Or that energy of Gemini, that if you keep your mind in that anxiety from what if this happened, what if this doesn't happen, should I do this, should I do that, and then you got analysis paralysis, which is also one of the things that not only, well, Gemini and Virgo have to work on, because we're ruled by Mercury over excited mind. No, that's not the word. Overly analytical, excessive thoughts, right? If you keep your mind in your energy in your head, and you don't get up and start doing something, nothing's gonna happen. So that's the message that I have. I mean, get ambitious and get inspired. That's the way to get out of this sand trap, on this what's it called? Arena movedizas. What's the word for that? On quicksand. We're getting into like quicksand kind of energy. So in order to get out of that, we have to hold on to that energy, like putting our aim and our focus and our intentions on being ambitious and inspired, and then putting our energy on things that we love, that we want to build, and getting inspired on. And this is also an energy, of course, of Mercury, Virgo, of although it does feel like Capricornian to me as well, of becoming inspirational leaders to those around us and to those that will come after us, and to put our heart into things, because it's only through following our heart and being kind to others, like that kind energy. Like, I'm not saying all elderly people are loving, right? Because not all of them get to old age and are loving. Some of them are just bastards. Yes, that's true. But I'm just, of course, this energy here is of the loving elderly people, like people that really went through life and learned a lot, and they became, instead of becoming harder, they became softer and wiser. And they knew that time passes anyways, so invest your time in the things that you love, and building a legacy that you will feel proud of, not only on the tangible things that you can build, and from being your art, or your business, to for it to be soulful and heartful. So that's what I had for you. Sorry for the audio, because I didn't have my microphone. As I said, I'm not home. And if you like to know how this is going to play out in your life, if you're also feeling like on those quicksands, DM me or check out my website, and let me know which kind of reading would be good for you. All right, blessings for you all. This was Sabrina Tarot at Pure Luna Tarot 808.